What's going on, guys? Short and sharp session today on the weights. Like the session I did a few sessions ago, about a week or two ago. I ended up doing one less set of all the big lifts today, but that was just at the working weight. I think if you include the warm-up sets, it was still a fair amount of work. So I did 2 warm-up sets of the squats today. Actually 3. I think the first one I forgot to turn the camera on. So 3 warm-up sets, the 2 at 40, the third warm-up set is at 70 that you're seeing now. And then the working sets were 85 kilos for 3. And so the natural progression, 1 less rep than last week, a bit more weight than last week. And this is the heaviest week of the monthly training cycle. So it was pretty good. Definitely felt like I had the weight under control. Probably a little bit tired because it was late at night, and I'd already gone for an hour walk with the dog, and actually had a physio treatment as well during the day, bit of massage as well. So, it was probably the day leading up to this was basically a long warm up, I guess. So, felt really good. The squats probably didn't hit the depth, to be honest. On all the reps, you'll see that the most of them got to maybe parallel thigh. Could I have gone lower? Probably, but it's at that point in the training cycle where I was really just want to get this week over with and get it over with for next week to start the next monthly cycle, which is where things are going to get interesting. So this was the main lifts at 3 reps. And the Nordics, I kept them at 2 sets of 4. The rollout stayed at 2 sets of 8, and the side lunges 2 sets of 6 on each side. But I'd increase the weight, and I'll probably stay on that 8 kilo kettlebell for another couple of weeks. So those are progressing differently, different progression to the main lifts. The main lifts after this week are going to go back up to either 6 or 8 reps. I haven't decided yet. Most likely 6 reps, I think, with a slightly heavier weight than I did, a slightly heavier weight than the weight that I lifted for 6 reps this monthly cycle. So I'm pretty sure the squats that I did at 70 for 6 reps at the start of this monthly cycle, they're going to go to 75 for 6 reps. And the split squats will be 37.5. Same with the RDLs and the single leg RDLs, same weight as the squats. Now, that means that this time next month, it'll be 90 kilos for 3 for the squats and RDLs. It'll be 45 for 3 on the single leg splits, on the Bulgarian split squats and the single leg RDLs. The Nordics and the ab wheel rollouts and the side lunges are following a separate progression where slowly adding volume until I can increase the intensity by a slight amount and then increase the volume again. I think that with those exercises, the Nordics, the ab wheel rollouts and the side lunges, it's safer and better suited to the exercise to progress in volume first and then add some intensity afterwards. Whereas with the main exercises like the squat and the RDL, because I'm prioritizing force production, I'm focusing on intensity first, and then the volume will come later. So I don't mind that I'm only doing 3 reps at the moment with 85 kilos. I could do a fair amount more. In the second training vlog, you saw I did 120 kilos for 2, but I'm not fussed about smashing out sets of 120 at the moment. It's a more targeted, strategic approach of reconditioning my body to the actual load of training, because I've got other forms of training going on at the moment. I can't go 100% balls to the wall in the gym like let's say not a bodybuilder, but maybe a powerlifter or something. I can't really do that. I can't squat every day because of the other training that I'm doing. If I wasn't doing any other training, maybe I could squat every day, but it just is what it is. So different training goals, different method of execution, different outcomes. It is that the game is the game, right? So the Nordics felt okay. Didn't really want to push and sit in in a high tension position in the Nordics. I just thought I wanted to get the motion, the range of motion, like try and maintain the contraction throughout the range of motion as much as I could, and not worry so much about the time under tension. The rollouts, this is the last week at 8 reps per set. I'm going to try and go to 10. And then if 10 is comfortable, and I can do 3 sets of 10 for the rollouts, then I'm going to add a little bit of more difficulty and either wear a weighted vest or something like that to make it harder. And then I'm going to drop the reps to maybe 4, 5, or 6. And then try and build the volume up again with the weighted vest. Same concept with the side lunges. I'm going to increase the volume with 8 kilo kettlebell now, slowly but surely, and go with very minuscule increases in intensity. So I'll be on 8 kilos with the kettlebell side lunges for the next 3-4 weeks. And then I'll move up to 10 kilos, then 12, so on. So that's just the nature of the exercise. I think knowing my body and knowing the outcomes that I want, the accessory exercises I have to be a bit more careful with. There's no point pushing for 1 rep max on a side lunge. Just overloads the groin too much, and it's not worth the risk to reward ratio. It doesn't work for me. So the rollouts, logically, the next step is to do them with the weighted vest, get the reps up, and then when the weighted vest for higher reps becomes easy, then I might load the vest up even more, and then after that, try and do standing rollouts. Now that will be something I've never done before, but it'll also lead in as a good progression to dragon flags. And dragon flags are my favorite core exercise. Bruce Lee did them, Rocky did them in Rocky 4. Hopefully I can show them on the channel at some stage. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far. Like and subscribe if you haven't and you thought this provided you with some value. And I'll catch you in the next one.